Hey, what's going on, y'all? Sorry, it's been a minute. We re-signed. No, not released. Re-signed. Quinn Manier's 2-year deal. Let me just show you. I think what I'm gonna do, what I'm going for, is, so we got left tackle lockdown, we got left guard lockdown, back up left guard, let's go. And then I think he's going to replace him as a center. Lloyd Cushenberry just never panned out, really. And then him, got 2 more years, he's 28, so it'll be 30 or 31, depending on how his birthday falls. Then we'll have to figure out something here, but wait, is he under contract for another year? I think he is. Yeah, so we got another year of him. So we're Gucci with the line. At least next year. Good, maybe late round guy we can kind of draft a plug. But big divisional game. Trying to get back in the good graces of our division. Raiders are tough. They played us tough last time, so. And I need to knock some dust off, so let's get it. Actually, let me. Alright, love y'all. Peace.
It's Madden NFL 24, and we've got Pat Surtain. He's one of the last guys you want to target in coverage. It's the Raiders and the Broncos coming up next.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us at the foot of the Rockies, just west of downtown Denver at Empower Field at Mile High. Today we've got a Week 8 matchup on tap here, as it'll be the Las Vegas Raiders taking on the Denver Broncos. And hello again, everyone. Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. And Charles, we look at this Bronco team. They've certainly found their groove of late, winners of 5 in a row.
And I think the sky's the limit for this team. They're playing the best football that they've played in a long time.
On the other side of the field for the visiting Raiders, they're hitting their stride of late, winners of 3 of their last 4. And off we go from Denver. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. So here comes the Raiders offense now onto the field. And they'll be led out by a guy who has a couple years under his belt in the NFL, their 3rd-year quarterback.
And he's certainly putting together an MVP-type season, leading the league in both passing yards and touchdown passes. There have not been too many defenses that have been able to stop him or even slow him down. So he's got his sights set on another big game right here.
To the left side, there's Mayer. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
Up the middle they go. Leach. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
We can look at this Bronco defense. They currently sit at number 4 in the NFL in terms of stopping the run.
And that play right there shows exactly why they're so good against the run. Held the line of scrimmage, held the point of attack, and stuffed him for no gain.
On third down, Leach fighting through, and he's got space. That one will go as a gain of 11. Raiders having a first down as well.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
Right back to him on first down. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Holding, offense.
So not a lineman, but the tight end instead this time, drawing the holding call.
And more what you're getting with tight ends are guys who are much more receiver than blocker. They may be willing, but that might not be their thing. Oftentimes, they'll be the ones getting the penalties.
And the Broncos get there and take him down. Kayvon Thibodeau, he beat the O-line and recorded the sack.
Well, the league's best linebackers, he ended that play almost before it began, and the running back absolutely overmatched no matter what he tried to do.
Here comes the blitz as they look to throw. And the pressure gets to him again. Baron Browning racking up sack number 12 for him on the year. Now make that a second sack here on their first drive out defensively, and not to get ahead of ourselves, but they're on pace for double-digit sacks at this point.
Well, they're going to have to find a way to tamp that down, aren't they? So if you're the play caller, you're telling your quarterback maybe some screens, maybe some draws, hard count, use your voice inflection a little bit, anything to try and slow that pressure down.
So on fourth down, here's A.J. Cole to punt for the Raiders. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. And that'll hit at the 5 and go into the end zone for a touchback. So here are the Broncos now for their opening drive. And trotting out there leading them is their 4th-year quarterback.
And you've got to think that they've got to be feeling pretty fresh. You know, coming off of the open week, didn't have to play, right? Gives them a chance to rest up a little bit, heal some of those aches and pains, and excited about playing again. That really rekindles things a little bit. I want to see how they come out and establish themselves here early.
And that bye week coming right where they want it in the middle of the schedule. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple. The first carry now. This is Williams. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Broncos first down. The Broncos at 5-1 here in this early part of the season. And they come in with fresh legs. They got the extra time off thanks to an early season open week.
And usually your hope is that your open week comes a little bit later in the year. But when you get a chance to get your fresh legs back, you have to take that time and run with it. And that's what they're trying to get done here.
The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. These two teams, you might recall, met up back in September in Week 3, and it was the Broncos getting the road victory, so they'll look to take the season series now here in Denver. Running game working, they'll stick with it on first down. And this will be taken across midfield and into Raider territory. 5 yards on the carry, good pickup on first down. From the 46, here's 2nd down and 5. Up the middle, it's Williams. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed. But they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
Kirby Joseph there to drop him. You look at this Raiders defense. They're just below the cut line for top half of the league, 17th in the NFL against the run.
For some defensive fronts, playing the run is not the priority. It's playing the pass, right? They get upfield, they rush the passer, and sometimes neglect stopping the run. That's something they'd have to work on and reverse a little bit. Make sure you play the run on your way back to the quarterback.
That one good for 7 as this long drive continues and the chains move again. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Back to throw. Crawford. And this will be caught by his big wide receiver. From the 25, here's 2nd and 6. Looking to throw. Crawford. And his throw here's incomplete.
How about that? Red man coverage and decided to test them early. But they proved up to the task and forced the incompletion.
They got to get to the 20 to keep the drive alive on 3rd down. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. And his kick is good. And that'll do it for the first quarter of play. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Second quarter about to begin from Denver. It's the Broncos in possession of the football as they've got it as we resume action. The Broncos kickoff unit out there to kick this one away. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. Second drive of the game coming up for this Las Vegas offense. This one a little slow to get cooking. Just a 3-0 scoreline as they begin with a 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And that's complete to Adams. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. They were looking to throw, holding on the big right tackle.
It's real simple, partner. Keep your hands inside in the chest area. You're probably okay. You get it out on the shoulders, get them wide. Usually going to pick up a holding call.
They'll try the left side. Leach evades him at the 20. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
I know the toss play begins with the guy taking the snap and turn around and tossing it to the runner. But where the real intrigue is, can they seal the edge?
He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. Kayvon Thibodeau. That is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line. They do get 7 out of that, but not enough to prevent a 4th down. Here's A.J. Cole now to pump this one away. He'll send this one into the mile-high air, and it's a good one. That'll be a 44-yard boot, just a yard on the return as he's covered up quickly. And the Broncos take over, 1st down and 10. So now the second drive offensively coming up for the Denver Broncos. And you figure this should be a healthy, a focused unit, and they're working on a good winning streak. They had the week off last week. This is really a team, Charles, that should be in top form.
I would agree absolutely with that. What coaches worry about, what organizations worry about, though, is overconfidence. They've been playing so well, and now they've had that extra time off. And we've seen teams come back off the open week and come out flat. So what a lot of good coaches do is they kind of game plan for that with their teams. On defense, they may blitz more in the beginning to get them going. On offense, they may go more up-tempo. Anything to get them out of that lethargy right at the beginning.
Off-play action. Crawford. He's got his target. That's complete. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 35 before going out. first down. Crawford. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender. Couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
On second down, Williams. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20.
44 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times.
Now that's a big-time run. Lightning in a bottle, forget it. He exploded out of the bottle for that type of a pickup.
On first and 10, Crawford. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Touchdown, Broncos! A great play there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Broncos are able to add on to that lead. And there they got him the ball. Just get it to him, let him do the rest.
You know, he probably said that to his quarterback as he broke the huddle. I like the play call. Just get it to me. I'll take care of the rest of it.
Helping out his rack, right? RAC?
Run after catch, and he loves that, and he's going to carry that in at contract time.
Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And the lead grows to 10-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
And out a little across the 25 to the 27. Las Vegas' offense back out there ready to go.
Nothing for them yet from an offensive standpoint, down 10-zip as they come up first and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air. In trouble, and he's taken down.
Baron Browning.
That is now 2. Here in this first half. They come up on second and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. They'll set up to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Davidson. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6. And this offense on third down today, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. They'll look to throw. And this is going to be incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down. Here's A.J. Cole now as he's on to punt for Las Vegas. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Pulled in at the 24. It'll be a 47-yard punt with a net of 40 following a 7-yard return.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Denver Broncos back out there. Former Tar Heel Javonte Williams, we shine the spotlight on him.
He's over 40 yards here in the second quarter. Been nice and effective for them, hasn't he?
He has definitely been dependable, and really shouldn't underestimate what he's getting done here, because anytime you're on a pace that's going to approach 100 yards, you've really done some damage in an NFL game.
And now he's looking just to add to his totals. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Back to throw. Crawford flushed out right.
And an off-balance throw there, and it's going to wind up incomplete.
That was an interesting look there, because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Only a yard there on the keeper, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd down. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. 10-0 our score. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth, and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. That's a 1st down and then some, a 32-yard pickup. handoff up the middle. Dukes, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty. But when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
To throw on 2nd down. Crawford. Screen play set up for Williams. And they'll get this down to the 10. 12 yards there and a 1st down.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, it sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down. They stay on the ground. This time it's Williams. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
From the gun on 3rd down. Crawford toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
And based on my math, time thus far in this game, so you can see the frustration starting to come out a little bit. 3rd downs, they've been a problem for him all game. They've got to start becoming solutions.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
So just 8 ticks remaining here in the first half as they'll kick this one away. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. And with time running short here, they'll simply take a knee, and that should do it for half number 1. So we are at halftime here on Halloween. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, Brandon, make sure you avoid the crazies out there and welcome in everybody to this Halloween edition of our EA Sports.
Well, why don't we hold off on the halftime update after all? Seems like everyone's ready to go here for the second half in Week 8 in the NFL. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Broncos with a lead, and they will be receiving this kickoff here as quarter 3 is underway. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. And the Broncos offense set to begin this third quarter. But Charles, for them, pretty good first half on the ground. They had some success running the ball in quarters 1 and 2, and they've got the lead now, a chance to expand upon that lead here with their first drive in the third quarter.
Yeah, believe it or not, you and I have noticed that this great game of football has shifted towards pass first, run second. So for me, it is really nice to see some of these teams keeping the ground game as a big component of their offense, and it's working pretty well for them now. And let's face it, they can continue to do damage with it. And in addition, it sets up the pass game really well for them, too.
On second down, Dukes, and he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the play, as we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
Now the throw on third down, knocked away and incomplete.
Well, it's too early to figure out what kind of adjustments this defense made at halftime, but that's a good start to the second half. They cannot afford to give up more points and fall further behind, so well done to force the punting situation here.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And you can't do it much better than that. This ball kicks out of bounds at the 4-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. So just 3 yards on the completion there, and it'll be 2nd down.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
Here's a 2nd and 7. And his pass incomplete.
Well, the passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Again, he'll drop to throw. It's caught here by Adams. And that's good for a gain of 6, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
Now whistles here, and I believe one of the Raider linemen might have been moving.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit.
The false start hurts him there a bit. Backs him up to 2nd and 9. They'll look to throw again. And his throw is incomplete.
He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over him.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally...
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Broncos are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50. Well, we saw plenty of that during his much-heralded college career. He parlayed that into becoming a first-round selection, and now here he is making interceptions in the National Football League.
And this is a guy that has all the physical tools, but the thing that sets him apart is what he's got between his ears. And that's the sixth sense for knowing where the football is going. Just an excellent play there to create the turnover.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. Looking to throw. Crawford.
Throw right side is going to be caught by Judy. And Judy's going to have a Broncos first down as he'll be brought down at the 37.
It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs. Throwing on first down. Crawford. And down he goes. Brought down a Raider sack.
Jonathan Greenard running in to pick up the sack.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw up a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
Oh, I like the calmness of how he played the ball here. No panic in his eyes as that throw arrived. Tracked it from the moment it left the quarterback's hand, and that's just where he needed to be to knock it away.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Crawford. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll be taken down well before the first at about the 36-yard line. They get 12 yards back, but it still leads to a 4th and long.
Chase McLaughlin now for the field goal try.
From the left hash, this from 53 yards out. And this one is right down the middle.
So that, Charles, a season long right there.
And you know who's really excited about that? The special teams coordinator, because he's the one who has to tell the head coach in pregame, this is where we trust him from. This distance, he can hit it, and he repaid that trust by knocking that one right through.
And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. Here's Las Vegas ready to take the field. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ballgame.
Yeah, some guys, they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
On second down now, Leach. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30.
52 yards rushing for him now, and he's only carried the ball 4 times.
Nothing in that first half, nothing on the last drive, but they're moving now with a 1st and 10. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And he can't escape, and down he goes.
Trenton Simpson, well, he just flew in there to drop it.
Well, the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Now back to throw. He finds his man, complete. That's Adams. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And it's going to be 3rd down and a ways to go here, 3rd and 14. They'll set up a throw. And he is going to be taken down. And that should be the final play of this 3rd quarter. We have played 3 quarters. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back now to Denver. It's Raider football here, but they're on the short side of the scoreboard right now as we begin the 4th. Here's A.J. Cole now. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. This one angles out of bounds in a good spot in the coffin corner. And they're going to mark this out of the 5-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to it. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards. Now a 10th carry. Here's Williams. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
Now he'll try to run with this.
The decision to keep it turns out to be a good one. 11 yards in the 1st down.
Now that was a designed run. Now remember, if a quarterback goes feet first, he's protected. But if he dives head first, he's not. On that play, he figured the risk was worth the reward.
Now a 1st down carry. It's Williams. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down. Now it looks like we've got a Bronco that's banged up on the play. We'll step aside and get a report when we come back to Denver.
From the 38 now, here's 2nd and 6.
Up the middle. And he caught it up. And the Raiders pick it up. And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line.
Well, that takeaway, partner, right there, that's a combination of coaching, execution, and absolute belief. Because a lot of guys will look at the scoreboard and go, this thing's pretty well done. But they still thought to themselves, if we can make a play, we give our teammates a chance to win it. And that's exactly what they did.
That one will go as a gain of 11. Raiders having a 1st down as well. He'll look to throw. And the Broncos get there and take him down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. They'll look to throw here. And a quick throw here, that's complete. So nothing doing there. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. looking to throw. He finds his man, complete. That's Davidson. A heck of a play there on third down, but amazingly, they're still short for fourth. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Raiders try it on fourth. No avail. And the Broncos will take over on downs. They'll try and run down some clock with Williams. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. 2nd and 10. Off the play fake. Crawford. That's complete to Palmer. A huge play there for Denver. 53 yards.
And this is seemingly how it's been all game long. This defense has been just a step too slow. And here they're burned again. Another big play.
So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. Now Williams running left. But he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
It'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 12. So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. They've got a 3rd down now as they look for one more 1st down to help salt this one away. Off play action. Crawford.
And that one too wide and incomplete.
They certainly thought he had an open look beyond the 1st down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. Off the play fake. Crawford. And it'll be intercepted.
Picked up by Nate Hobbs. And the Raiders are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. They'll come up 1st and 10 here.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
He'll drop to throw. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Out of the gun now on 3rd down.
Pass complete, it's Adams.
Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down.
One timeout at their disposal, but more pressing is the need for 2 scores, obviously. Here's 1st and 10. Gets this to Myers.
And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Back to throw again. His throw incomplete.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion, so I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a non-stop push to finish this drive off. Everyone better be on the same page right now, because I think they're going to try and get several plays off in quick succession if they can.
And this is going to be another 1st down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 25-yard line.
Here's 1st and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And he will take this across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. How about one last great play defensively, and that should, for all intents and purposes, finish off this shutout.
That's as good a defensive performance as we've seen in a long, long time. And I know as a team they will celebrate, but I will guarantee you the defensive guys, they'll get together somewhere and have their own private celebration. A shutout, that's something to be cherished.
Now the Raiders going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 35 seconds left to go. And they take a knee.
Well, that's the play you work on each and every week. Your offense taking a knee at the end means you've won the ball game. But how about the defensive effort? A shutout, pitching a shutout, they're going to feel great about themselves.
They're going to feel really great about themselves. A big goose egg on the scoreboard. Nice job defensively.
Yeah, I say dinner